Okay. Act 5 of Quantum Break. And when we, right, we left off at the junction at the end of Act 4, where once again, as Paul, we're going to make a decision that's going to, I guess, branch the storyline. It's interesting to think. I kind of just realized this as I was loading up the game. I'm like, is this like the branching plot structure kind of an allegory for how they're saying time travel works? Like, you can go back, you can start the game over, you can choose different choices, but ultimately it's still, no matter what you do, it's going to lead to the same end, right? No matter which choice you make, you're going to wind up playing through the same, it'll be a different plot, but it'll have the same ending. So I just kind of got that. And again, the plan is to maybe, assuming Act 5 is the final one, finish it today and then immediately start playing again.
I know.
So this is the following morning.
17 years working it out.
After the fracture.
Building Monarch. Because I knew what was coming, and I knew it couldn't be stopped. But what I've built has been turned against me. What is the point in saving them if I can't trust them? I'm slipping away into pain and rage. The sickness is accelerating. The CFR. It has cost me so much. But I have harnessed its power. And with it, my plan will work. With it, I will keep the lights on when the world goes dark.
Mr. Serene? Sorry to disturb you, sir, but I have that cleanup report on Dr. Kim's lab you wanted.
Meet me in my office, soldier. I'll be there when I've sealed the CFR chamber.
It's handy that even though he's about to die or cease to exist or whatever, he's still recording everything for posterity, which gives him an excuse to talk out loud.
All gone. First things first. Seal the chamber. The Chronon field regulator, Williams' precious countermeasure. Need to keep it safe at all costs. The lifeboat depends on it.
Right, so this was the countermeasure. I'm just trying to recap the plot, because unfortunately an entire week passed since the last time I played this. That's the thing that Will created, hoping that he could use it to stop the fracture from happening, but instead Paul stole it and is going to use it to power the lifeboat so that the fracture does happen, but will be fixable. There will be people in the lifeboat who can hopefully restart time years or decades after the end of time starts.
Mr. Serene, I'm in your office.
I'll be right there. Serene out. The soldier doesn't know how close to the end I am.
Wow.
I'm afraid of death. I'm afraid of becoming the enemy. What that would mean for me, for the plan. I can feel it infesting my thoughts. I don't know who to trust anymore. Sophia Amaral. She wanted to activate the lifeboat before it was ready. She She wants to sabotage my operation. Who knows what she's told Jack? Who knows how long she's been working against me?
As far as we know, Sophia was not working against him, right? That's just his paranoia.
Be right with you, son.
Are they going to give me an opportunity to review the entire timeline?
I spent years living in the past.
No, he's just going to
living
skim
in
it.
the safety of knowing what happens next. Years of planning, building. It's all come to this.
What's that say? The Riverport Gordon Hotel. I'll dawdle if I want to. Don't you give me that look.
Report.
Sir, you ordered us to search the demolished lab. Your treatments were destroyed, but there was one left. The casing appears to be broken, but it's all we could find.
Excuse me.
The treatment's right here, whenever you're ready.
So this is from... We still don't really know who this is, other than it's the person who's interviewing Jack, probably in the lifeboat. Sir, the activation of the lifeboat strikes me as a prudent measure, and I'm glad we're not taking any chances on that front. However, having discussed the matter with Mr. Hatch, I'm increasingly worried about Dr. Emerald's motives. We know that she was involved in the explosion at the treatment lab. The thing is, she's intelligent and resourceful, but that explosion wasn't something a clever scientist whipped up all by her lonesome. The lab was blown up with military-grade explosives sourced from our armory, an armory she doesn't have access to, and they weren't just thrown in at random. Someone with a solid understanding of structural weaknesses and demolition expertise set them up. That's military training. So we know she had competent help. That means she's not working alone. Clearly, Dr. Emerald is connected to Joyce, or she wouldn't have been, quote, kidnapped. That had to be her exit strategy. We know this is not true. She had to know that we'd traced the lab explosion to her, but that's not our only concern. We have to try to figure out who she was working with on our end. I know her betrayal hurt you personally in more ways than one, and this may not be the easiest time to start looking into this. I hope you know that I'm at your disposal. Whatever you need done, I want to get to the bottom of this. It's cool that I don't know. We'll find out, of course, when I play through the other options. But like, is the in one of the other playthroughs, do you have absolutely no idea that Martin Hatch is the one who did the who planted the explosion, or indeed did a different person do the lab explosion, or does the lab explosion not happen at all in another timeline? There's no way of knowing.
One of my treatments. But it's damaged. Is it safe to use?
Sir? I didn't catch that.
Or is it a trap? Another betrayal. The treatment will make me weak. Is that what they want? Can any of them be trusted?
Oh, Tori. Hey. Finally catching my stream? Oh, well, I'm glad you could make it. And good evening. So this... I keep supposing... This is my favorite thing to do, is to suppose that I'm at the end of a game when I'm actually not. But I am supposing that Act 5 is the final act. So we're going to preview both of these choices. I'm going to show control first.
I'm not a traitor. You're the same now. And I need your help.
I can focus on the mission. Lifeboat. see it through to the end. I still have allies I can trust.
Look, you have to realize you're not gonna keep me from getting the CFR.
Last chance to walk away, Joyce!
Liam Burke. He would fight to defend us. To slow Jack down. The plan could still work.
Okay, so if we take the treatment and he survives, Liam's gonna wind up being Jack's enemy.
You have all betrayed me. Assured my downfall. And now, I will assure yours.
My world will be renewal. My world will see balance.
Chaos. It's falling apart. They're working against me. They're fighting each other.
You'll need to get to Serene's office. He's got direct access to the CFR. Alright? Joyce fixes the fracture, fixes the world, and we all go home happy.
Charlie Wincott. Another weakling. A traitor siding with Jack. I can make them suffer. All of them.
So which one of these is more interesting, and which one do I want to save for next time? We saw a little tiny preview in Surrender of Martin Hatch kind of explaining what his deal was. He said something about his world. I wonder if he is from another timeline and is trying to make sure that happens, like trying to make sure that time does end in our reality in order to pull something off. And if that is the case, and if we only get that reveal on the Surrender path, I actually want to delay it for as long as possible so that I can continue speculating. So I think we're going to go with Control. He's going to take the treatment.
Sir?
Thank you. I'll be right down. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Basing the decision mostly off of that one line. It was an awfully quick treatment. I thought he was supposed to keep that mask on for a little while.
I feel more clear-headed, calmer, but it won't last. I need to work fast while I still can. Bradbury swimming pool.
Oh, all right. So and a lot of people went with that choice. Again, I'm not really trying to make choices based on what I think is right. It's more like based on how I would like to see the story play out. Oh, and now it's movie time.
Paul Serene's become unhinged.
What about my treatments?
No, this is very short, actually.
The Joyceville could collapse within 8 hours.
He has the chance to fix it, but he's choosing not to. He's choosing to let things end. And this is where we come in.
Good evening, Dr. Amaral.
We're 5 minutes out, Mr. Hatch.
I've come to free you, my friend. It's time for you to rejoin the others, to return to the infinite.
Oh no, this is just the the last episode preview is always just a short 30-second clip.
She paid a visit minutes before the explosion.
I need her found now.
Liam?
Oh, so we found out later that he actually killed that guy right there. And then apparently nobody stopped him from leaving the hospital.
I want him apprehended immediately.
Now it's movie time. Episode 4. Lifeboat Protocol. Now I'll shut up.
No!
It started already? Without him wanting it to?
Dr. Holden?
What the hell is it?
The protocol's been initiated.
That can't be happening.
I'm afraid we have no time.
I need to
No
wake my
time.
Your family won't be necessary.
Dr. Emerald,
Yes, hi.
I need you to come with me.
How did they get to her? I don't actually remember where she was when we last saw her.
I knew you wouldn't listen to me. It was a simple fail-safe. Once the chrono...
I know what it was. It can't be undone.
That was always the point, wasn't it?
It wasn't for you to decide when.
We've been in this together.
You and Joyce. You blew up the lab.
The lab.
You sabotaged me. And then you come here, behind my back.
This was Martin's work.
I trusted you.
He wants the fracture. Look...
Just stop. You know what's always amazed me about you? Your ability to captivate. It's carried you so far. It's carried us so far. And there was a time I saw us going even further.
We can still fix this.
I'm sorry.
I expected a time tower to be used here. I mean, this is more dramatic, I suppose, but I was expecting like a time punch of some kind. More reliable than trying to choke someone to death. Which could have, like, not worked, right? She could have had a weapon on her. She could have been like, I have a knife. Blah. Open ports. I know how to do that.
Hello, darling. Fiona? Come on. Come on, pick up. Pick up.
Beth, I don't know if you can hear this, but it's Fiona. I need your help. Do you copy? Beth? It's Fiona. Do you copy?
Now she is, at this point, she doesn't exist in this time. She went back in time and died.
It didn't work. I'm sorry. I couldn't find the protocol.
Fiona Miller?
Yes, speaking.
This is Jack Joyce.
Beth told me you were working together.
You might be the only ally I have left.
What happened?
Serene.
There wasn't anything I could do, but Fiona, there is something we can do now.
I need to find something Will called the countermeasure.
It's 12-sided, small, metallic.
Like a soccer ball.
The CFR.
The what?
The Chronon Field Regulator. That is the countermeasure.
And it can fix the fracture.
I thought all it could do was prevent the fracture. Although, who knows? I could be wrong. How's time treating me? Pretty good. Enjoying. This is episode 4. Right after this, we're gonna be playing Act 5. I just made the choice at the end of Act 4 to have Paul take the treatment.
Basement 5. This is our. I was thinking Charlie from Always Sunny. I've actually never watched Always Sunny. I hear it's great, of course. And I mean, this guy seemed like immediately, as soon as we met him, seemed to be like a real character, like over the top character. So I don't know who this actor is or if he's been in other things. I mean, obviously he's not the guy from Always Sunny, I guess. So this is our first time seeing the lifeboat. We didn't really know how large it was going to be. This is about what I expected, that it's, you know, a place for
Did they say how many people were going to be here? Like 100 or so?
We need to talk. Look, I was wrong, okay? Jack Joyce, he can use the CFR to fix the fracture. We need to get it to him.
CFR is what's powering this place right now, Fiona.
But I spoke to him. I spoke to Jack Joyce, and he needs it.
Just, if you let Joyce use the CFR, then that means the lifeboat's gone. No,
that's not
these people down here, they can figure it out. They can fix the fracture. That's what you wanted in the first place.
These people, this is Monarch, okay? They're the ones that got us into this. Do you think they give a shit about any of us?
I mean, you realize what you're asking.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing that immediately. Like as soon as we roll the credits, I'm going back to Act 1 and starting it over and doing the opposite to see what happens.
Yeah. What are you doing? You have to stop.
Sir. Sir. Liam Burke. He's trying to break into Monarch. Come on.
I just, as a tiny stylistic decision, I am not a huge fan of their over-reliance on handheld. And some of the action scenes have had like egregiously short cuts where they're like, we're just gonna cut 2 or 3 times a second in order to make it seem like it's exciting.
Instructions exactly. Jack.
Jack.
Fiona, stop.
Jack.
No. Look. That area up there is insanely secure. He's not gonna be able to get in. Hey, wait! Wait.
I need to finish this.
I know, but I'm the one that should go. The CFR defenses. There's no way he's gonna be able to get past them alone. I'm the only one. I mean, you belong down here. You actually would be useful. I'm dead weight. I'm a glorified locksmith. Why don't you let somebody else be the hero? Okay, tough chick?
Everyone needs IT, Charlie.
Fuck you.
Hey, Charlie. You're an okay date.
I know.
Wait, was that a Star Wars thing? Instead of saying I love you, she just said you're an okay date. But he responded with the Han Solo, I know, anyway. Why is he bringing her? I guess, alright, I guess it's the...
Do you know who I am?
We met.
You're one of Monarch's elite. The one they tell me is a traitor.
I'm not a traitor.
I know what you want. You're protecting what's yours. I want to protect what's mine. We're the same now. And I need your help. And you need mine. You're looking for the lifeboat. Isn't that right? And you know what we're facing. I have a team down there. They will fix the fracture. Time will go on. But not if the CFR goes unprotected.
CFR?
It's our key. It's what makes the lifeboat possible. Powers it. But my enemies want it destroyed. You could keep it safe. And when this is over, your wife could be waiting for you. So I could take her with me. She'll survive.
Liam, what is he talking about?
Think of what happens if we're down there unprotected. None of us are saved.
Well, I've kind of lost sight. I'm not sure what Liam's plan was in coming here. Was he just going to try to, like, break into the lifeboat? Was he going to try and stop them?
The top of Monarch Tower. You'll find the CFR in a striker suit. That's all you'll need.
So it seems like maybe because of the decision we made, Liam is going to be, like, the final boss.
What your husband's doing for you.
He doesn't look like a very strong final boss.
It's admirable. You don't agree?
I thought I knew who he was.
None of us ever know who we are.
What's wrong with the subtitles?
Basement 5.
My friends, we've changed things. The world, the universe. We're the first beings powerful enough to undo the very fabric that we're part of. And now, we must believe that we are powerful enough to set things straight again. We've all made sacrifices. We have all made sacrifices. But we're not just here to work for ourselves. We're here for our families, for mankind. To change history, to make history. Right here, right now. I have some other matters to attend to, so I will not be with you. But I know that you will succeed.
Actually, even if we fight Liam, Paul in Time Ghost form is going to be the final boss, probably. He's going to turn into a Time Ghost. ARP ping scan. What a good idea. That opens doors. It's funny because I'm taking a CCNA class, so I know what an ARP table is.
Joyce, CFR defenses are down. It's all you. You're good to go.
Step the fuck away from there!
I can't, Liam.
Get the fuck away!
Mark!
Get away!
Joyce needs it.
Joyce?
Joyce can fix the fracture, Liam.
You need to get the fuck out of here, Charlie.
I'm not moving.
Get out of here!
I'm not moving, so you're gonna have to kill me. Once and for all. You're gonna have to fucking kill me. Because right now, Liam, I'm thinking about more than myself.
You don't know what Joyce is gonna do.
No, I don't. But I have faith in Fiona. And she believes in Joyce. So I gotta believe too. Think about it. Fix the lifeboat, you save your wife. We fix the fracture, it saves us all. Okay? So go ahead. Go ahead and kill me. It's not gonna make a fucking difference. But if you kill Joyce, then we have...
Your perceptions, Liam, they're off. This world you know, this world is ending.
But one world's end is merely another's beginning.
He sucks at hearing. He didn't hear him run up on him.
My world will be renewed. My world will see better.
He's not dead. Is he a robot? Is he gonna get back up? He's a robot? He's a time robot. Did not expect him to get knifed in the eye and killed. What was the very last thing that we did as Jack that ended the stage? I have forgotten. I can't remember what we did at the end of The end of Act 4. Where did we get to that ended the stage? Act 5. I'll come back for you. Oh, I know. We did the whole thing in the past. We went...
Time was broken. Working out of sync. The city was in a state of chaos.
He was in the past and then just wound up back in the present.
The end of time was
due to the Ground Zero explosion.
And you still believed you could fix it?
The solution was inside Monarch Tower. The countermeasure.
The CFR, as Monarch knew it. The key to the lifeboat protocol. Monarch's survival plan. But that didn't seem to matter to you.
I had a better plan. Okay then.
Oh, woof. More of this. Yeah, I think this all looks really cool. Oh, and there's people shooting. I'm gonna die a couple times because I don't remember how to... Don't remember what most of my stuff does. Oh! Ooh, alright. I did alright. Oh. Where is it? Oh. Wait, where is my... Where is my run power? Alright, I guess that one works too.
Now, where do they keep the countermeasure? Shouldn't be too hard to find. It's the biggest damn building we're before.
I thought I had a run power and it wasn't working, but I lived. Yeah, Soul, have you been here for any of this? This is an alright game. The whole, live action part. No, wait. How shall we do this? Oh. Alright, that didn't last as long as I thought it would. Or I didn't do it in the right place. Okay, so you were here for a little bit. You haven't seen everything go completely wacky yet. Nope. Ugh. Alright, let's do it right this time. So holding the dash is what makes time like freeze so that I can run fast. No, that's not gonna do it. No. If I go to hold the dash but then I let go, then it goes, oh, you wanted to dash, and it makes me dash. This is a dumb place for me to be dying over and over. I apologize. Especially, can I really not do the time freeze instead? I'm gonna try the time freeze and see if it works. Oh, nope, wrong time. That really didn't work either. Actually, maybe I'm going the wrong way. There wasn't even stuff there, and it killed me anyway. This must be the wrong way. Oh. That's why. They want me to go over here.
Jack? I hope you can hear me.
Fiona? Is that you?
Yes. I wasn't sure if I could make this work. Listen, the CFR, it's not easy to reach, but you can access it from Serene's office. A friend of mine has unlocked the CFR chamber, but the rest of the place is still locked out. I think I could help you with that. Like this.
I guess you can.
Serene isn't in the building anymore, so maybe you don't have to run into him.
Welcome to the international headquarters of Monarch Solutions. This state-of-the-art building has become world famous for its unique architecture and its iconic presence in the Riverport skyline. Incorporating an unprecedented level of automation designed with both comfort and security in mind, complete with a zero-carbon footprint, the building provides a safe and environmentally friendly workplace for thousands of Monarch employees. Monarch Solutions. All we think about is the future.
Zero carbon footprint. Well, in that case, I'm sure you're all cool.
Buildings get locked down. The hell's that even mean?
Poor bastard doesn't know anything about the train crash. Hope he doesn't have a heart attack when time resumes. Right. Paul's office. What's going on here? Thought I'd run into organized resistance.
Monarch shifted gears. There's this survival program, and you're either in it or you're irrelevant. So everybody's just scrambling, and Serene's acting weird. Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's just waiting for it all to end. But you're gonna keep that from happening, right?
Just glad we're in here. I don't know how it's all gonna play out, but at least this way we get a chance. Maybe fix things a little bit. Those science guys can work things out. Just run if you see Jack. Sneaky or lucky. Just shoots his way through everything. Don't say it like that. I'm an artiste. I kill people with style. Alright, cool.
I really don't want to go outside. It's just going crazy.
There's no way for them to understand what's happening. Must be scary.
Do not approach shifters alone. They are not restricted by physical space the way we are. Deploy timers, watch your backs. Comms are unreliable. Where does every single stutter is? The one that never ends. Okay. Oh, wait, what is going on up here? I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all. Why does this elevator work?
I was getting closer to the countermeasure. Paul had the key to fixing the fracture all along, but he didn't see it.
There was nothing to see. He believed the fracture couldn't be fixed. That's why he used the countermeasure, the CFR, to create the lifeboat.
It's a time ghost.
Those men died fighting something that lives outside of time.
The very reason our weapons program was built. Serene knew they were coming.
Weapons weren't doing the trick.
Mr. Hack, sir, I mean, if I deactivate the stutter proofing system, won't that, if time stops again, then the building will be...
Let me worry about that.
It's just that I'm really not sure this is okay. Couldn't we just check with somebody?
Do I have to look up your home address?
No! No, sir. I'll do it.
See that you do.
I guess I'll exchange. They seem to want me to have that gun.
Fiona, can you get this door open for me?
I think so. Sorry, this isn't quite my forte. I know a guy who would do this in his sleep, but he's about as dependable as... Oh, never mind.
My name is Barry Allen with Testimony. Yes, it is, Elder Barry. Yes, it is. Alright, those guys exist to die. I'm not going to shoot them. They're going to be killed by the Time Ghost.